and how did it make you feel? How is it today?
Yeah, so I think like the way I would describe it is like I think everyone kind of knows what like a vision board is. So I think a mind movie is like, in my opinion, it's like a better version because it's moving. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you can actually see it. It's not just one thing you look at. It's actually like a movie of a movie version of your vision board, basically. And
Mm-hmm.
so when you showed it to me, I was like, man, this is great because I think a lot of the times we have these big, crazy dreams we want to achieve and we have them in our mind. We know what they look like, but we have to really like close our eyes and really imagine to see it versus having something tangible where it's like, I can play this again and again and again and again and again. I can put music to it. I can put words on it and it's something I can really look at. And then when I want to share my dream with someone else, I don't always have to explain it. They can see it. And like, whenever you showed it
Mm-hmm.
to me, I had like all of the people I know, like clients, friends, like I had them making one too. And it's like now I can see what they're talking about because sometimes people are
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
kind of vague, but I was like, man, when I see it, this is really good. So what we were talking about before, I think for me in 2020, like my vision was to like build an online business that did 10K per month, allow me to travel like once out of the country
Mm-hmm.
once every year. I was living in Orlando, so I'm not really surrounded. Like I was making $0 and I was not traveling. So I needed something to remind me of that dream as often as possible. At the
Mm-hmm.
time, I didn't know about like a mind movie. So I would just write it on a board. I would write like, this is what my vision is, and then I'm watching a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of YouTube videos. So now, whenever I made like the mind movie now, it reminded me of like what that vision is, what that dream is. I have it to watch. But I think now like that I'm further along, like I achieved the 10K. I've been traveling for 3 years. Now it's more about sustaining it and going to the next level. So fortunately, I'm surrounded by my mind movie. I'm like, yo, I want to continue to live the dream,
Wow.
continue
Uh-huh.
to travel.
Uh-huh.
Well, looking at it to me, it's valuable, but also I'm like, where I've been able to, because of like my movies and other things, I've been able to actually surround myself in it. So I can go
Yeah.
outside and be like, this is the environment I want to surround myself with. I need to keep working hard. I need to go to the
Yeah.
coffee shop to keep working. I need to be in other things. Um, but I think a mind movie is really good, especially for a lot of people in the beginning stages that
Mm-hmm.
haven't even started really pursuing it, or they have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
fear and doubt that's holding them back. Because
Exactly.
you can really be like, this is what I want. I think it's like little
Exactly.
kids, like
Yeah.
me when I used to want to be like in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch like Michael Jordan dunking like again and
Mm-hmm.
again and again. Like they used to have videos where like they could take your face and like put it on like the players. It's like we're seeing
Mm-hmm.
that again and again and again. So I think a mind movie is great for people at all stages, but I think it's especially people that are in the beginning. That way you can be like,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I want to achieve, this is what it looks like, and this is like why I shouldn't give up.
Wonderful. Yeah, and it helps you to sharpen your focus because if you go out and then there is a lot of noise out there, people will tell you that maybe it's not possible, ta-da, coffee
Yes.
shops, outfits, ta-da, and then if you know clearly what you want, it's sharpened. Like, okay, I want these people. I want to surround myself in these spaces. I also love that you went, I think yesterday, to the lobby of a hotel. That's an amazing hack because it's a beautiful hotel. You're there, you are surrounded by abundance and beauty, whatever it means to you. But I think this, if it was on your mind movie or something similar, it's going to be easier for you to choose that in real life, let's say,
Yeah.
and start embodying that. So I really like that one. And do you think that today, if you go to sleep or if you take some a moment, if you close your eyes, you can replicate, not the exact mind movie, but you can visualize that you have that vision in your mind?
Yeah, I think that's I learned the importance of like you have to constantly be doing that, or I feel like it's very hard to
Mhm.
achieve. So like for me, I'm like almost obsessive, right? Like we're about to go to Albania. I'm not just like, hey, I want to go to Albania and that's it, or I just make a mind movie and that's it. It's like I'm on a nomad list looking at Albania. I'm watching YouTube videos on Albania. I'm following people on TikTok about Albania. I'm having conversations in person about Albania. So like for me, when I first wanted to pursue this dream that I have of like traveling, I'm changing my background of my phone. I'm making a vision board. I'm putting it on my wall. I'm doing all these types of things. So I think
Mhm.
like Yeah, the mind movie is good, but you also have to be able to, I guess like what you're saying is like visualize it outside of that too. But that helps
Yeah.
you because you can
Yeah.
act, I think sometimes in our brains we have the words, but that gives you like the
Hmm.
images and then
Yeah.
think about later when you're not even around that or watching.
Amazing. I love it. Yeah. I really like it. And yeah, it strengthens the vision. True. I also personally don't watch it every day, but just when I feel like I need a little bit boost of motivation or remember the vision. So thank you so much, Dee, for sharing. I think that was it for today. But I want to have you in another episode. Is there anything else you want to share of like maybe something we missed mentioning, of someone wanting to start envisioning, having more clarity?
Yeah, I think one thing that I always mention because I know how people think is like they're gonna hear us talking about my movie, they're gonna make it, they're gonna think it's not perfect, they're gonna spend 2 hours on it. It's like, bro, that's not the point. Like the point is for you to have something that you can look at that keeps you motivated. So you don't need to
Yeah,
overthink it. You don't need to
it's
spend
exciting.
5 hours on it. You
Yeah.
don't need to be like, how do I edit all these clips? How do I get the
Hmm.
best
Hmm.
transition? How do I get the best like just put the dang thing together, give
Yeah,
yourself something that you can stay motivated about, and then you can change it later. But you need it
exactly.
now. That way you can be focused and do it now. Like if they're watching this, it's like you're watching it for a reason. If you don't have a mind movie, like just freaking make it, and then make it better later. But don't overthink it and be like, oh, I'm gonna do it in a month. Like I like this, I'm gonna do it later. And I know
Yeah.
I've told people to do it, and they spend forever on it. They don't have it. It's like that's defeating the whole purpose. That's not really like what it's supposed to be about.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. You just gave me an idea. I will make template.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. That would help so much because I've sent that to people and they're like, oh, but how do I add this music or how do I add this font? And then like then they don't make it. I'm like, oh, you're missing the point. Like that's you're
Yeah.
not making Star Wars, right? It's not going into theaters. It's for you to see,
Yeah.
for you to be motivated. So
Exactly.
I think templates would be great because they can just plug in their videos. They can plug in this like I think that would be
Their
great. Great.
affirmations. Yeah. Cool, cool. Bueno, muchas gracias, Dee.
De
Thank
nada.
you.
Un gusto.
Thank you, and gracias for watching.